Okay, let's kick things off. We're diving into Snowflake migrations today. And there's this common idea floating around, isn't there? That
Hmm.
it's basically just, well, moving your data over. Simple.
Yeah, that's the perception. Like it's just a lift and shift. But honestly, thinking that way can set you up for quite a few problems down the road.
Problems, like what sort of issues are we talking about?
Well, you often miss the real point of moving to Snowflake in the first place,
Huh.
and you stumble into complexities you just didn't see coming. It's really more of a transformation.
A transformation, not just a relocation.
Okay.
And if you don't treat it like that, you could be facing what? Delays, spending too much.
Exactly. Delays, budget overruns are common, and maybe worst of all, not actually getting the ROI, the return on investment that you were sold on.
Makes sense. So, backing up a bit, why are so many organizations making this jump to Snowflake anyway? What's the big draw?
It usually boils down to a few key things. Scalability is huge, handling massive data volumes. Then there's the performance, the speed you can get, and Snowflake's known for being pretty easy to use, right?
Right, that intuitive interface. But the starting point matters hugely, doesn't it? Migrating from, say, an old Teradata box is way different than coming from Hadoop, or even an older cloud setup.
Oh, absolutely. Each source system has its own quirks, its own challenges. So that simple move the data idea gets complicated fast.
So the core question becomes, how do you actually navigate all that complexity? How do you make the Snowflake migration, successful?
The most reliable way we see is bringing in expert help.
Yeah.
Folks who've done this, well, many times before.
And it's more than just needing extra people to do the work.
Definitely. It's about leveraging their specialized knowledge. They've seen migrations across different industries, different legacy systems. They know the pitfalls.
Like having a guide who already knows the tricky parts of the trail. So how did they practically help you avoid stumbling early on?
Well, a big part is de-risking the project from the very beginning. They bring structured planning, proven methods that have worked before, and importantly, governance models.
Governance to
Mhm.
spot problems ahead of time.
Exactly. Frameworks designed to proactively identify and sort out potential issues before they blow up into major roadblocks.
Okay, proactive. I like that. What about the actual speed? Can consultants help you get there faster?
Yes, significantly faster in many cases. They know which workloads to tackle first, the ones that give you those quick wins and show value quickly to the business.
Ah, demonstrating value early. That's always good.
Yeah. And they know how to really use Snowflake's features effectively.
Hmm.
Things like Snowpipe for ingesting data continuously, or setting up virtual warehouses the right way. Avoiding those common setup mistakes saves a ton of time.
Right, so it's moving data smartly, not just moving data. You also mentioned strategic value, something beyond just the transfer itself.
Yes, and this is really interesting. A migration is a golden opportunity. It's not just about copying what you had, it's a chance to modernize your whole data setup for the cloud.
Modernize how?
Consultants can help rethink and optimize your data models specifically for Snowflake. Make sure they're built to take advantage of its architecture, and this also sets you up for future stuff.
Like AI and machine learning.
Precisely. AI, ML, better data sharing capabilities. It's about preparing for what's next, not just replicating the past.
Okay, and the elephant in the room for many projects, cost. How does consulting help keep the Snowflake bills under control? Because you hear stories.
You do, and that's a critical role consultants play. Setting up the environment correctly from day one is key. This means like choosing the right size for your virtual warehouses, the compute engines.
You don't end up paying for power you don't need.
Exactly. Over-provisioning is a really common mistake initially.
Mm.
Consultants bring best practices for query optimization too, making sure you're not running inefficient queries that drive up costs unnecessarily. It's about preventing those surprise spikes in spending.
Got it. Could you maybe give us a quick concrete example? Like, how does this look in practice?
Sure. Imagine you have a data team,
Yeah.
right? And they're just drowning, trying to rewrite hundreds, maybe thousands of old ETL jobs, those data transformation processes.
Yeah, sounds painful.
It is. Consultants can come in with, say, reusable code templates, specialized migration tools they've developed or used before, and lots of real-world examples. It gives the team a proven framework to work within.
So they're not reinventing the wheel for every single job.
Exactly. It massively accelerates that whole rewrite process
Yeah.
and reduces the frustration, frankly. Or another example, a business leader needs results fast. Consultants can help prioritize and launch high-impact things early, like maybe a new customer analytics dashboard or a fraud detection model.
Mm.
Show that value quickly.
That makes a lot of sense. So the bottom line here really seems to be If you're planning, or maybe you're already in the middle of a Snowflake migration, getting that expert guidance isn't just a luxury, it sounds almost essential.
I'd say for most significant migrations, yes. It's about reducing your risk, getting it done faster, and crucially, making sure you actually get the maximum value out of your investment in Snowflake.
And for those of you listening who want to dig deeper into all this, we definitely suggest checking out the full blog post this is based on. It's called Navigating Your Snowflake Migration. Lots more detail there.
Yeah, definitely worth a read. And it brings up a final thought for you to consider. Are you just trying to get your data into the cloud, into Snowflake? Or is your goal to truly thrive there?
Hmm.
Approaching your migration with real intention and seriously considering expert partnership could be the difference between just being there and actually unlocking Snowflake's full potential.